Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something we do all day, every day, and that's talk to our technology. From our phones, our laptops, even the self-checkout at the store, we're in a constant conversation with our devices. So let's dive into how that conversation has changed over the years.
So let me just ask you straight up. How do you talk to your computer? Do you type, click, tap, and swipe? The way you answer that has everything to do with decades of innovation, all circling around one absolutely crucial concept.
And that concept is the user interface. Honestly, you can think of it as the ultimate translator. It's the bridge that takes what we want to do, our human ideas, and turns it into a language the machine can actually understand. Without it, all our powerful gadgets would just be, well, silent, useless boxes.
Okay, so our story really begins way back, in an era when talking to a computer was kind of like being in an exclusive club. You had to be an expert who could speak its very complex, very specific language. And this is what that conversation looked like. A blinking cursor on a dark screen. That's it. This is the command line interface, or CLI. It's a direct, text-based chat with the machine. No pictures, no icons, just your typed-out commands and the computer's text-based response. And this really shows you the trade-off, right? The CLI is incredibly powerful. For a programmer or a tech expert, it offers this amazingly precise control. But for the rest of us, it's like being dropped in a foreign country and told to write a novel. That massive learning curve is exactly why computers were stuck in labs for so long. So how do you make that conversation simpler? Well, the next big idea was to stop asking people to write the novel from scratch and instead just hand them a list of chapters to choose from.
Think about it like going to a restaurant. You don't need to know every single ingredient or every fancy cooking technique in the kitchen to get a great meal.
Nope, you just look at the menu and pick what sounds good. And this brilliant, simple idea is exactly what the next kind of interface was all about.
Enter the menu-driven interface. It just gives you a list of options. No more memorizing a bunch of weird commands. You just select what you want to do. And the perfect example we still use every day is an ATM machine. It walks you through it, right? Withdraw, deposit, check balance. It's a guided conversation, and it made technology way more approachable for everybody.
But the next leap? Oh man, it wasn't just another step. It was a full-on revolution. This is the moment when computers stopped just talking in text and finally started to speak in pictures.
I mean, just look at this change. It's night and day. We went from that abstract, code-heavy world on the left to the visual, intuitive world of the graphical user interface, the GUI, on the right. Instead of typing delete file.txt, you could now just drag a little picture of a file over to a little picture of a trash can. It was genius. So the GUI uses this mix of icons, windows, and menus to create what's basically a virtual desktop. It's so easy to understand because it's meant to look like a real-world space. And you can't overstate this. This was the innovation that put a computer in basically every home and office on the planet. It made computing something everyone could do.
But of course, the story doesn't end there. The next step was to get rid of that final little barrier between us and the screen, to make the connection as direct as possible.
And this is where the connection becomes physical. We took that awesome graphical interface, and we just got rid of the middleman, the mouse. I mean, why point and click at an icon from a distance when you can just reach out and touch it? The touchscreen GUI puts the conversation right at our fingertips. This is the world we're all living in now. Direct interaction with our screens is just the standard for the devices we carry around in our pockets. From our phones to our tablets, we pinch, we swipe, we tap our way through our digital lives. We're having a physical conversation with our tech. Okay, so that was a whirlwind tour, right? Let's just quickly recap this whole journey of how we've learned to talk to our technology.
You can really see the pattern here, can't you? We started with the expert's language of text commands. Then we made it simpler with menus. Then we made it visual and intuitive with icons and windows. And finally, we made it physical with direct touch. Every single step has been about making the conversation easier, more natural, and, well, more human. Which brings us to a final, really fascinating question. We've gone from text to menus to icons to touch. So what do you think the next conversation is? Will we just be talking to our devices with our voices? Or are we moving towards something even more direct, something we can't quite imagine yet? The next chapter in this story is being written as we speak.